Welcome to Noteworthy, the newest international songwriting competition. We've got 8 finalists from all over the world who will compete and showcase the best songs they have written. Although from different places, all of them have one passion: expressing their emotions and values through music. In this series, we will get a glimpse of their inspirations and struggles behind their lyrics about life, love, faith, and everything noteworthy. Okay, first up, we have Sister Naima coming all the way from New Jersey, USA. The meaning of her song, Love, had changed after discovering the true meaning of love upon becoming a member of the Church of Christ.
I guess the first time I wrote a song, I was really young. I don't know, back in the day, we had these called cassette tapes where you record yourself. And we just were really fascinated about recording ourselves and hearing ourselves played back. So I think we kind of started off with like some dialogue and even a couple of like sounds and running it back. And I think I found myself very, again, intrigued about just recording myself and hearing my vocals. And it was my brother and I, we did that together. So then after that, it really was like starting to write poetry, fell in love with poetry, and that was kind of like the beginning stages of writing a song. So after doing that and composing my very first song, I was very passionate and always committed to like, what are the lyrics saying? How are they touching you? And how do I connect to those lyrics?
Love guides me, describes me.
So my song the title is Love. So the message is really about people really getting connected to love and really having that God is love, it's everywhere. And I think that honestly is the message that I'm trying to present with the song. When I submitted the song 10 years ago, it was actually an artist that inspired me. The song that he wrote was totally opposite of the song Love. And it was more along the lines of him being frustrated about a love that he had and it didn't go well. So moving forward to this time, I wasn't a member of the church when I wrote the song. After being a member of the church, after being baptized into the church, asked to submit this song, it was just like, whoa, this is like the perfect song to submit because it actually gives me more of a deeper meaning of love that is not necessarily like the superficial love, but it's love from God. And I think that for me really started to like resonate in the song. And I can hear the song newly in it from a different perspective. Even though love is still present, but it's more deeper when you put it in the sight of God.
No doubting it and no excuses.
During this pandemic, I think it was really a hard thing to really look at love being like the center of it all. Like, why are these things happening? It's not a lot of positive things that are happening. It's kind of chaotic. So the pandemic was an eye-opener for all of us. We really had nothing but time to really reflect on ourselves and even just like sit back and really like take a step back and look at who we are and what really matters to us and even what our purpose being here was. And I think a lot of things came from the pandemic, especially starting to write a song. I think I had more time to write a song. I had more things to say, and it really inspired me to keep moving forward with those ideas.
This is where it happens. This is where we recorded the set. This is the stage, I guess the table recording studio, but the studio is really there. That's where it is, right there. So that's pretty much it.
So some of the frustrations I would say in writing the song wasn't the lyrics. I got inspired by the song and I wrote the song literally like within that night. The lyrics weren't the issue. I think it was more of creating the song melody and the melodic, the musicality of it. And I think what really happened for me, it was like, how do I get what's being played in my brain out here so everybody can hear? Now, like fast forwarding to this time, I guess I'm looking at how do I take what I created 10 years ago and transform it to even a next level or to elevate it to the next level. And I think my biggest challenge for that is being able to connect with people once again with music. They were far away. And how do I get a chance to convey my idea to them and then also hear their feedback and then them like, oh, okay, we need to add this. We're not in the same room together. We're at different places, different locations, different time zones. How do we make all this work? And I think that was one of the biggest challenges. When I became a member of the church, actually going in the house of worship or going in was like going in to hear the words of God that's love. I don't know, it just kind of all makes sense as it all starts to like play out. Unbeknownst to me, 10 years ago, that this would be something that would be relevant in my life today. That is really like a testament to how good God is, honestly. Who knew, right? Who knew that this would be happening right now? Who knew? I didn't know, but God knew. Every time. I would love for this song to really inspire people. I really would hope that when you hear the song, it actually takes you into another place, especially if you're not having a good day. You put on the song, it kind of like embraces you like a hug. And then after the song is over, you're like, man, I really needed that. Or, wow, that was awesome. I really, connected to the song and it brought me love. I wasn't feeling the love a minute ago, but now I'm feeling the love now because of the song. So I hope that inspires people to, in any facet of their life, if they're not feeling love, they feel love when they hear it.
Okay, so I got a great idea, really great idea. I need your help though, because I gotta compose it and I'm having some difficulty. All right. Hello, everyone. How are you? Thank you guys for being here. As you know, I submitted a song and I'm super excited, and Ahmad and I were talking and we were like, okay, so who can we get to be a part of the team to help take this song to the next level and really step it up? And I thought of you guys, so thank you for saying yes and being here. What I would love to do is share with you the song, tell us what your feedback is, just talk a little bit about how we can take it to the next level.
I just feel like it should be a little bit more up-tempo.
Really catchy. It needs a bit more punch.
It needs to have like more impact to shout it out. And that's what love is really all about, just showing your true compassion.
Strings and the orchestra and all
Ooh,
that.
I like that. Let's do it. We're online. It's going to be kind of challenging for us. With God's help, we can do anything. It's not going to be easy. With God's help, all things are possible. I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to how we're going to take it to the next level. Let's get to work.
Our next songwriter is no ordinary school teacher from La Union, Philippines. When one of her students suffered from depression and lost hope, Sister Nixie felt it was also her duty to uplift and give hope. She took her pen and started writing to remind everyone going through tough times that looking up to God and trusting in Him is the best solution.
Hello everyone! Welcome to my mini studio. This is my keyboard. My mom taught me how to play when I was in grade 3. I was 10 years old by that time. This is my guitar. I learned how to play when I was in my high school days. And this is where I write my music. Tara, samahan niyo akong magsulat ng bagong kanta. I started composing when I have my subject in my master's degree before. The title is Composition and Harmony. And I never thought that I know how to write, I know how to make music. And that's it. That's my first time. My bachelor's degree is a Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in MAPE, Music Arts, Physical Education, and Health. And I took up my master's degree, a Master's of Arts in Teaching Music, also in Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University, South La Union campus in Agoo. I joined Musico Season 1 way back 2019, and the title of my song is Pag-ibig Ay Ikaw. And fortunately, I got the first runner-up spot. When I was young, my mom always gave me what I want, like instruments and all. She taught me how to play piano, and my dad taught me how to sing. That's why I developed that talent, siguro that songwriting talent. Super thankful, grateful to have them because they provided me everything that I wanted. The title of my song is Up. I wanted a theme about love song. But then, I'm thinking, why not change to something relevant these days? This song is motivational to brighten up your day. When you're hearing it, when you listen to it, it can motivate you. Personally, I've experienced that struggles. And sometimes I'm also scared. I'm not that strong. We have all weaknesses. When this pandemic came, I am struggling a lot because in our work as a teacher, we have face-to-face interaction with my learners. But now, it's online and modular learning. It's so hard for us teachers to go to our learners, to communicate with them, because most of our students don't have gadgets, internet connections. That's one of our struggles when it comes to my work. When I'm thinking about a new theme, it all starts with the news that there are many teenagers who are committing suicide, having depression, having anxiety, panic attacks, and so much more. They're struggling, they have many problems they're facing. I'm thinking, why not write a song about optimism, having hope and faith? Through that song, I can lift them up, I can make them happy, I can motivate teenagers or other people who are suffering or struggling from it. I wrote that song not only for others, but also for me. That line, "Are you tired? Who else is not tired?" I think all of us, but we have faith. We have that hope in our lives. So, even if you're tired, you must go on. Because we have faith.
Hello po mga kapatid! Meron po akong ginawang kanta na gusto kong marinig ninyo. Magbigay kayo ng suggestion kung paano pa siya papagandahin. Pakinggan po natin. Ayun po. Yun po yung intro natin.
Super catchy yung takbo nung song. Parang kakapal po siya.
Add some more lead part on the intro to make it more powerful.
Anong nararamdaman ninyo? Nakasali tayo sa Noteworthy. This is an international songwriting competition.
Sobrang thankful po ako. And at the same time, nag-iisip po ako kung paano ko po mabibigyan ng justice yung song. Yung message po kasi ng song, kailangan maibigay ko yun ng buong buo sa mga makakarinig po. Makakapagbigay sa kanila ng inspiration.
Itong composition niya ay marami siyang matutulungan.
When the pandemic hit, we were all affected in one way or another. Sister Renee from California, USA, like so many, lost her job. But She found comfort in God's teachings and expressed this by writing and composing a song about trusting the one who can truly help us by running to Him in prayer.
When I was a little kid, I would always see my brothers just working on music for fun. And then as I started to grow up more, my brothers, they got married. My other brother, he went to the ministry. I still continued to, work on music, but I would do it kind of in secret. I was kind of shy to show that or, even let people know that I sing. So even till then, my brothers didn't even really know that I would do covers. It wasn't until I graduated high school and I bought a guitar and I was on a Skype call with my brother. I don't know, I wanted to get to something, with music, and he was like, okay, let me see what you can do, and I started playing, and he just says, you can sing? From there, he helped me cultivate my love in music and helped me with not only just music, but also writing and composing, arranging, knowing the technicalities of music. So actually the first composition that I worked on was in collaboration with my two brothers. I'll never forget that because it was right after I told him. He already knew what to do to get me into writing music for the church, and that was the kickstart of everything. So writing this song, I actually started off with the music first. I was researching songs that were written during the pandemic, and a lot of them were very emotional piano, but it didn't seem too hopeful. It was just really sad. But I knew for this song it had to be hopeful. As the lyrics came, I fit the melody in with the piano. So just finding that medium for the piano was quite a challenge. I had a lot of drafts writing this song because a lot of things were going on and I wanted to convey that, but not too descriptive, but at the same time being able to capture the emotion that not only what I was going through, but people around the world, what they were experiencing. It was kind of like we were all experiencing the same type of hardship, but in different ways. During the very start of the pandemic, I actually was signing a lease to move closer to my workplace. A month after I signed the lease, I was told that I was getting laid off due to the pandemic. After that meeting, I just, kind of fell to my knees and I prayed. In my office, it was very hard because even though, it seemed promising, just like that, it can be gone. I knew that, the only one that I can turn to is God. Sometimes I'd cry about it, and then the only thing that would make me feel better would actually be praying. After all that happened during the pandemic, after losing my job, that's where, the purpose of this song came from. Is, in the lyrics it talks about, basically the pandemic. That's the start of the song. But then it resolves into, no matter what happens, we know who to run to, and we know who to talk to. We know, even through all the trials, we'll be okay. For this song, while I was writing it, I was hoping that people would take away, despite the craziness of this world and just the unknown, to not only trust in God, but keep trusting in God. Despite feeling tired physically or emotionally, mentally, that you just keep running to Him. Even after finding a job after 6 months, I still pray because just out of gratefulness, you really still don't know what's going to happen. So just always turning to Him, whether it's good or bad, just remembering to always do that, throughout this life. this is the first time I'm probably meeting almost all of you. Maybe Brother Nick, you can help with the arrangement. Brother Daryl, you as well, and Sister Camille. This song also calls for some background vocals. Before we get into it, I can actually just share the song. Any feedback from you guys would be awesome.
Maybe just because I'm a guitarist is the first thing I think of, is like, you know, adding like spacey kind of guitar licks.
The piano sounds great. It's what I love to contribute in music is my keys.
The background vocals, it can add even more dimension to the song.
I'm totally open to anything and, you know, come up with some cool ideas.
So from California, let's travel back to the Philippines and meet Sister Giselle, who wrote Bad Days Are Gone to encourage anyone going through a tough patch in life to keep on moving. We all experience bad days, but her song reminds us that they are temporary and there's always something beautiful waiting for us.
Welcome to my mini studio. Pasok po kayo. This is where I usually spend most of my time, and this one was recently bought by my sister, and this is the usual instrument that I use. I wrote many songs using this. I started when I was in 4th year high school because of this English teacher that I had. He encourages us to read books, and because of him I was able to join journalism, and from there I started writing poetry, try to put a melody to the poems that I have written. And it was in college when I really started to finish a song. The very first song that I wrote, it was a Christian music, and almost everything that I have written in my early days in writing was about encouraging songs. I joined Musico Season 1. My entry in that competition was Bukang Liwayway, and it was an inspirational song as well. For this season of Noteworthy, my entry is Bad Days Are Gone. It's a song that encourages people to keep moving no matter how hard life gets, because it's easy to just give up when things are hard, when you don't see what's ahead of you. But this song serves as a reminder that there's something beautiful that will happen that is waiting for you. At first, I was really nervous because I am not the type of person that will share what I'm going through to other people. And in that way, I was able to inspire myself na, kaya mo yan, parang ganun. But at the same time, I am happy that I was able to be part of the Noteworthy. When I'm writing music, before I started finishing the lyrics first and applying melody to it, but as time goes by, I do it both. I sing the lyrics that's already on my mind. And then after I finish the song, inaano ko na po sa gitara. I've experienced writer's block, but every time that I experience that, I just read books. So you'd be able to tell a story. During the pandemic, it is a nice timing for me because I was able to heal myself from the things I want to heal from. I was just at home, and I didn't actually look for a job at that time because I want to buy myself time to do what I love to do, and that is writing and reading, because we won't be able to move forward. We won't be able to move ahead if we are not healed. It's a very important process that we must go through so that we'll be able to see the brighter things in life. I have inputs from my brother and from my sister. My brother, he said that write something that is related to the previous song that you have written, which is Bukang Liwayway. So that's why the storyline is related to the previous song. And my sister's input on that was involve your listeners in the song. Kaya meron siyang yung parang kasi ang idea niya yung kay Freddie Mercury na 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 na. Yan po, parang i-involve ko daw po yung listeners ko dun sa song. Kaya meron siyang ganong lines. I hope that when they hear the song, they acquire much more strength so they could pursue forward. It's easy to give up when things are hard, but when they hear the song, I want them to have the strength to keep moving. For me, it's the bridge saying that no matter how many times you stumble, break, fall apart or crumble, have faith and believe that you can conquer it all. Ayun po. That's my favorite lines in the song. I don't know, it's very hopeful, it's very inspiring that when you hear it or when you sing it, it gives you enough strength. I just want to share my talent. Maybe I could give an advice to the aspiring songwriter to make their heart strong because not everyone will love their song. But the good thing is there will always be people who will love it. And they just have to let their song find its people.
Kamusta po kayo? Play ko lang po yung audio.
Congrats po sa kanta, maganda po yung arrangement.
Damang-dama po talaga yung message din dahil po sa instrumentation.
Ang kailangan na lang natin maidiin yung, kasi di ba lahat ng tao nagkakaroon naman ng struggles sila. Maganda na may emphasize natin yung mga parts na merong bad days pero merong pagbangon.
Ano pong feeling na part po kayo nitong project po natin na Noteworthy po?
Sobrang excited po. Lalo na worldwide. Marami ring makakarinig na iba.
And there you have it. This marks the beginning of these finalists' journey. And there's still another 4 we have to meet. So make sure you tune in next time as you watch their journey unfold all the way to their live performance right here on this very stage at the EBM Convention Center in the Philippines. We'll see you next time here on Noteworthy.